So in the previous classes we had studied few agricultural practices, that is first step was preparing the soil for the agriculture, then selecting the healthy seeds and sowing the seeds in the soil. Then after that, for the better and healthy growth of the plants, we are adding manure to the soil. After adding manure, we have to supply water to the soil, that is called irrigation. When we supply water to the soil, that process is called irrigation. But we supply water at different intervals, because water is one of the most important requirement for agriculture. It is very essential for the growth of plants, fruits and seeds. So water is very much important for the agriculture practices. So the plant also absorbs water and minerals, and the fertilizers dissolve in it through its roots. So we have to supply water to the root, so that the root will be able to absorb water and minerals and the fertilizers, and the plants can be grown in a better way, means a healthy plants can be grown. So the process of supplying water to the crops at different intervals, that is known as irrigation. So irrigation, you can describe irrigation as the process in which we supply water to the crops at different interval. That process is known as irrigation. These intervals, it is varies from season to season, crop to crop, soil to soil, because we know that we are growing a varieties of crops according to the different seasons, according to the type of the soil and climate. According to the climate, we are choosing the crops also, that in which climate which crop can be grown. So according to that, availability of water is also important, and the need of the water is also important. How much water is needed by a crop, that much only we are supplying them. So that is these intervals, that is varies from season to season, crop to crop and soil to soil, according to the soil, according to the season, and according to the need of the water by the crops, we are supplying the water. That process is called irrigation. So mostly irrigation is done by various methods. In many varieties of methods are there, but these are mostly classified into two categories, that is traditional method and modern method. Traditional methods and modern methods. In the traditional method, you can write that canal irrigation, furrow irrigation, chain pump, pulley, deckley and water wheel, all these things are used for traditional methods, because these methods are very cheap to use, but it is less efficient. These are very cheap, but these are less efficient, and the traditional methods means earlier people were supplying water to the crops through these methods only. So earlier these methods were used for irrigation, and not only these methods, the water available in the wells, lakes and all, whatever water is available, if the people were getting, they were lifting out the water with these methods, and they are using those water for the irrigation. So even pumps are also used for irrigation, for pulling the water. Pumps are also used. So those pumps run on diesel, biogas, electricity or solar energy also those pumps can run, and those pumps are also used to lift the water or to pull the water for irrigation, and these methods were used earlier by the people. These methods are known as the traditional methods used by the people to irrigate the water, because in these methods they were lifting the water, and the water which were available in well and lakes, those water also they were using to irrigate to the crops to get a good and better yield of crops. So pumps which were used for pulling the water, those pumps can run on diesel, biogas, electricity and solar energy. Pumps are also used for irrigation to pull the water. And in modern methods, we will study about the two modern methods, that is sprinkle irrigation and drip irrigation. This is all about traditional irrigation, traditional methods. These are cheap, but these are less efficient. Modern methods, these we will study here about two modern methods, that is sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation. So first we will see what is sprinkler irrigation. So these irrigation system, this is used in farms, golf courses and yards to provide water to vegetation and plants These sprinkles, they can rotate in all the directions to provide an even supply of water. This is a very good method because evenly we are able to supply water to all the vegetations or the plants. So these are used in the farms and yards to provide water. So you can say that this sprinkler system is used to provide water to the farms and yards, to the vegetation and plants, and this sprinkler can rotate in all directions to provide an even supply of water. So this sprinkle irrigation is used on farms, golf courses and yards, and it can rotate in all directions to provide even supply of water. Now we will see about the drip irrigation. So drip irrigation, that is also known as trickle irrigation, micro irrigation or localized irrigation also we can say, and this irrigation, this method saves a lot of water and fertilizers. It can save a lot of water and fertilizers because it allows the water to drip slowly to the roots of the plants, either onto the soil surface or directly to the root zone through a network of valves, pipes, tubes and emitters. So it can save water, a lot of water, because it is allowing the water to drip drop by drop. It allows the water to drip slowly to the roots of the plants, either onto the soil surface or directly through the root zone. This is done with the help of a narrow tubes which deliver water directly to the base of the plant. So that is why this method is very useful, because it can save a lot of water. It directly provides water to the base of the plant or directly to the root zone, so that the root can absorb the water. So that is why this method can save a lot of water, and this method can be used in the time of water scarcity, or when we face water scarcity we can use this drip irrigation methods, or it can be used in the event of drought also. So when water is not available or water scarcity is there, this method is very useful because it saves a lot of water by allowing the water to drip directly to the soil surface or to the root zone through a network of valves, pipes, tubes and all, so that the plants the roots of the plants directly absorb the water. So this is all about irrigation method. So please read the book also and try to more clear about the agricultural practices.